This is TWiT.
I like the name Clipchamp. Clipchamp.
I know.
It's not MailChimp, but it's Clipchamp.
I was going to say, I see chimp every time I see that word. I can't not see chimp.
So Microsoft bought this thing. What is it?
Yeah. I had never heard of this before.
No one has.
It's a company based in Brisbane, Australia. They make a video editing platform. Also, I believe video creation and editing. It's for consumers, businesses, education. And to me, the most interesting thing about this announcement was who announced it at Microsoft. It was Chris Pratley, who we've talked about on the show before.
I know, the OneNote guy.
Right, the OneNote guy, the Sway guy. Yep. This is a guy who heads up something called the Office Media Group. And he is talking about how this new platform that Microsoft bought is a great fit in with Microsoft 365 subscriptions because it's going to let you do all kinds of cool things with video. And as we know, since Microsoft tried to buy TikTok and was not able to, they really care a lot about trying to get into this video creators community kind of thing. They already have an app that many people in the education market know called Flipgrid, but people outside the market don't really know about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that I've heard of.
Yeah, so that's a video creation app that's almost exclusively used in education. That's a big deal for Microsoft in the EDU space, right? They also already have a video platform called Stream that's built into Microsoft 365, but that's more like for business videos and showing business videos inside your company. So, but this seems to be more of a video creation and editing tool that you can use actually in browser.
Right.
And
it's purely web-based, yeah.
Right? So I'm curious how this is going to fit in with what Microsoft's doing. Will it just be an add-in to Microsoft 365? Will it be one of these little freebie apps they throw in, like Planner and To-Do and all that kind of stuff?
Well, the reason you wonder that is because they don't say.
They don't say. That's what I was going to say. They haven't said exactly what to do with it yet.
I recently have started looking for some kind of a video editor, cross-platform something, and I found some good stuff. This is not one of the good ones. There's a free version, but it only outputs at 480p, which I guess if you're on a phone, maybe that doesn't matter. But if you want 720p or 1080p, you have to pay at least $9 per user per month. They have plans that go up to $39 per user per month. So the question you just asked is one I was asking, because if you really parse what he wrote, they basically don't say. So this thing will either be brought into Microsoft 365 consumer and commercial as just yet another free perk, which I think would be the right thing to do. That would be amazing. That would make this a lot more interesting. Or it's going to be what you also suggested it could be, which is an extra cost add-on, which, of course, we're going to start seeing more and more of moving forward now that the pandemic great giveaway is over. And I think that's definitely a possibility. I was also really confused, though, by his claim, Chris Pratley's claim, that this thing, which is a web app, by the way, is a great fit for Windows. Like a great fit for Windows.
Huh?
What makes this a great fit for Windows?
It's a great fit for a Chromebook.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. By the way, Clipchamp is a big Google partner, and they've done deals with Google around Google Cloud Chromebooks and Google Workspace.
Sure.
So, that's interesting, right?
Well, let me give everyone a little bit of advice. If they want something that is actually awesome and is really free, as long as you don't have Windows, if you have a Mac, iOS or an iPad or an Android device, you can get something called VN Editor. And VN Editor is amazing. There is no Windows version. It stinks. And so it's funny because they actually have a download button for Windows. I'm like, oh, nice. What's that? And it goes to a Notion page, which is like a OneNote type thing, for explaining how you could install BlueStacks and then install the Android version on Windows. And it's like, okay, well, actually, we are getting Android compatibility soon, so maybe that will finally be a thing. But this...
No, you know what the Windows connection is for Pratley? They care about this idea of, what do you call them? Creators. They still care about this idea, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose you could make an argument it's like a progressive web app, maybe, and or will be, and they could install it in the future or something. But
here's his pitch for it in the blog post. He says, whether you're creating a 10-second social media ad, 2-minute pitch for a product, or a 20-minute instructional video, Clipchamp and Microsoft will give you all the tools and experience you need. So that's how they're going to position it. Like you can do all kinds of very productivity focused kinds of video.
You know, we mentioned Windows Movie Maker earlier, and that tool started out on the weak side. Same thing. It only supported low resolution formats, blah, blah. There were a lot of issues with it. It actually turned into a pretty phenomenal tool by the end. I'm kind of blown away that they didn't continue forward with it. But in the beginning, Movie Maker was very much the poor stepchild to iMovie on the Mac side. And that description you just gave reads like that to me. It's like, if you're interested in something second rate, this will be just enough. Just enough.
Just enough.
Now, it doesn't mean it can't get better over time. I'm not, but literally having been looking into this kind of tool recently, there are better free tools out there that are truly free and offer high resolution and have much better functionality, much more complete functionality. So, we'll see. If they do give this away, that's fantastic. I mean, in some ways, it's not really that equivalent, but it's sort of like that video editor functionality I mentioned in the Photos app. It's kind of basic functionality, and it might be enough for everybody. But the thing they're giving away today, like 480p output, is completely unacceptable. It's 2021. There's no such thing as sub HD resolution now. This is, everyone's on 4K, let alone 1080p. I mean, 480p, what the heck? That's like DVD resolution. I mean, that's ridiculous. Right?
Yeah. We call it SD for standard.
Yeah, SD.
Definition.
Not for the other S word?
Yeah. Cruddy definition.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, well, it's exciting.
Is this supposed to look like an 8-bit video game? Because it kind of looks like an 8-bit video game.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really understand the application for this. But who knows?
Well,
Right.
Well, like I
Let's
said,
see what they do with it.
Here's the good news. I'm sure they didn't pay a lot for it.
Right.
It's a good deal.
Yeah, they didn't mention that either. So
it cost much, so what the heck? Let's pick it up. Yeah. You know what? Right. It's probably an acquire, right? It's probably acqui-hire. It's probably about the people, not about the software.
Yeah. Right.
And they do need video editing capabilities in Microsoft 365. They have that Microsoft Stream service.
I think, if you're going to take a charitable point of view, it could be that they want to bring Windows Movie Maker back with the more modern capabilities, and they wanted a team to do it. And these guys at Clipchamp seem to have some skills. Let's see what happens.
Maybe.
If you haven't looked at it and you're interested in this kind of stuff, look at the Photos app in Windows 10, or 11, I guess. Though for some reason it seems to crash a lot in Windows 11, but it's surprisingly good.
Yeah. Video creation and editing suite.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I don't get it either. But that's, ours not to understand, but merely to
I feel like it is ours to try to understand. Isn't that our point?
Oh, yeah, that's your job. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Look, I think this could make sense over time, depending on how they integrate it. If this becomes an added cost add-on, no interest.
No, but if they do something with all the, back-end Azure capabilities somehow to improve the way the video works, right? Then we get something interesting, right?
So if you actually bring up their pricing page, right, one of the things you get when you pay is cloud storage. So obviously that's covered with a Microsoft 365 subscription. So you can kind of do a little bit of speculation and think, well, there's a way forward here where this kind of could make sense. 1080p exporting, of course, they would give that to paying customers. You don't need the cloud backup. You have that. There's some audio stock, like stock audio, like for the music that's in every single YouTube video ever made. That music. Probably is what you get out of that, and some branding stuff. So, I mean, to me, this all reads like, it kind of meshes with what Microsoft does with Microsoft 365. So maybe it will make sense.
Yeah.
I think I could just imagine Satya coming home saying, honey, you won't believe the deal I got on this software. Will you see?
Right. Just remember VHS tapes? It's just like that.
Just like that. Somebody said, is it Chimp Clamp?
I know. Yeah, it might as well be, right?